Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, December 6th, 2022, and we are about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location, which is in New Mexico in the United States. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them, and in doing this puja, we are inviting the blessings of these light beings to come into our lives and also into our world. So thank you all for being here to participate in invoking them. He has said that the names of each of these light beings is in and of itself a quantum sound or a mantra. So whether you're joining in, performing the puja where you are, or just listening to it, just hearing these quantum sounds is something that is purifying and beneficial for us. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. This is the chart for today based on my current location here in New Mexico. I have drawn this chart on a blackboard on a side table in chalk, and I'm going to use that blackboard in doing the puja. To do the puja, I'm going to use a container of water, a bell, a hand fan, a lit tea light, and also a bowl of fresh flower petals. I will put the fresh flower petals on my blackboard chart in appropriate places as we go along during the puja. To start the puja, I'm going to take the container of water, dip the ring finger of my right hand into it several times, and I'm going to place drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja. I'm going to put a few drops of water on top of myself to symbolically purify me. And I'm sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, whether you're listening to this live or later on a replay, to symbolically purify all of you as well. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who can remove obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja and to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all of you, now and always, and we thank him for his help with this. Next, I'm going to do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we're going to honor the various time elements that are active at the moment. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars. In holding the fresh flower petals, as I'm saying a mantra, flowers have tremendous purity. When we hold a flower or a flower petal, when we're doing a prayer or a mantra, the flower has so much purity, it can take the vibration of that sound right into the level of the causal plane or the Akash and update our own Akashic record. So I will hold the flower petal, and when I say Namaha, I'm going to put it on top of Mars on my blackboard chart. We honor Mars for ruling the day. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. I'll put the flower petals on top of the moon. The moon today is in a star called Kritika, a star of power and truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment in my area, we are in the 14th waxing moon, called Chaturdasi in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use the Sanskrit name of the moon phase, followed by the word Devi, invoking the light being associated with that moon phase. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, that is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. For these time elements, Dr. Pillai said we wouldn't use flower petals. We would say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Shiva, which has energies that are benevolent. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are mercantile. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we look to see which sign at the moment is on the eastern horizon in my local area. That's represented here with the letters AC, and this is the sign of Sagittarius. Dr. Pillai said we would always start with whatever planet rules the ascendant sign as a gesture for its importance at the moment. The planet that rules Sagittarius is Jupiter. So we start with honoring Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we'll go in a clockwise direction around the chart, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it to honor the planets, the stars they're in, the archetypes that rule those stars, and the planets that rule the various zodiac signs that have planets in them. So today in the ascendant sign, we have both Venus and Mercury. Both of those planets are in the same star, so I'm going to invoke both of them before I honor the star. I start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Sagittarius. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Both Venus and Mercury are in a star called Mula, a star that helps us to get in touch with the foundational energies of things, a star that's aligned with our own galactic center. I put the flower petals across Venus and Mercury. Mula is a star that can help us to get things squared away in our own life. Om Mulaye Namaha. Om Mulaye Namaha. Om Mulaye Namaha. Mula's star is ruled by Niriti, a smoky goddess of transformational change. I put the flower petals across Venus and Mercury. Om Niritye Namaha. Om Niritye Namaha. Om Niritye Namaha. Mula's star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Donus or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of happiness, diplomacy, planet that loves beauty and enjoys material plane comforts and the arts, and Mercury, planet of communication and also a planet of business, and a planet that can help us with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and also Saturn. I honor Pluto and put the flower petals on him. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on top of Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes that each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Okay, I'm not sure if I'm live again. Am I live again? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think I am reconnected, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. Yes, now you can hear me again. Okay, we're reconnected. Okay, I had finished honoring Capricorn, and we were pausing to reflect on Pluto and Saturn. And if you can hear me, then I'm going to move on to Aquarius with the chart. Okay, and I apologize. Good, you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead then and continue on with the puja. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me again. I had to reconnect back to the Zoom. Okay, let me pull the chart back up. So after Capricorn, the next zodiac sign that has a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius. And today that contains Neptune. We honor Neptune, and I put the flower petals on top of Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can give blessings for purification. I put the flower petals on top of Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and silence. I put the flower petals on top of Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on top of Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Purva Bhadrapada, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented, today containing Neptune, planet that can help with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in the star of Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We honor this star. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who can help with guarding treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables including our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttara Bhadrapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules the sign of Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus, who is retrograde. Rahu and Uranus are both in the same star, so I'm going to honor both of those planets before I invoke the star. I honor Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, I honor Uranus, who is retrograde. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama. Yama is an archetype of justice. We ask for ourselves to be just and even merciful towards others, and we ask for justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now I put the flower petals on the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, planet that helps us make friends with new technologies, and Uranus, planet that helps with higher intelligence, success in life, and also can help us with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha, or Taurus, which today contains the moon and also Mars. We start with honoring the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Kritika. This is a star of power and truth. The symbol for this star is a razor or a cutter. So it's something where the truth cuts through very directly. We ask this star to help us to see the truth about ourselves and to be compassionate in seeing truth about others. We put the flower petals on the moon. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, the archetype of fire, who can help with transformation and purification. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Agniye Namaha. Om Agniye Namaha. Om Agniye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars for being in Taurus. He is retrograde today. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Rohini, a star of beauty. Om Rohiniye Namaha. Om Rohiniye Namaha. Om Rohiniye Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creativity and creation. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and an active love of luxury and comforts. Today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Mars, a planet that's both a warrior and a healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give divine blessings. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element, an element important for us to be able to breathe. Vayu is also the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, and harmony, today containing Ketu, sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishika or Scorpio, which today contains the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Jayesta, a huge star that can give blessings for courage and conflict resolution. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Om Jayestaye Namaha. Jayesta star is ruled by Indra, an archetype who can give blessings for leadership and courage. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. Om Indraye Namaha. We pause. Next, we honor the planet that rules Jayesta star, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Scorpio, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and high self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard chart that has the chart drawn in chalk and the piles of flowers, and I wave it in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction above the chart, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a hand fan to offer the element of air and wave that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of air and a cooling breeze. And now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking for their positive blessings to flow into the lives of all of us, our families, our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, And may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. I offer you my life, O eternity, such as it is, and I make a vow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do a short Q&A.